is. You kidding me? With that said, hey, Jeff, great to see you. I look forward to creating a great alternative to your corporate dribble.
That one didn't age quite so well.
We can all agree Jeff Keighley's show is just atrocious. The annual Game Awards is never good, for the most part, and remains a spectacle for gamers to point and laugh at every single year. So imagine my shock when I find out that Craig, the previous founder of Screw Attack, who now runs side-scrollers, wanted to show the industry that he can do better with less money and provide better awards and better categories and better presentation. An award show that's actually for the gamer. See, when I first heard this, I thought this was gay as hell because I knew Craig had no talent. Like, I mean, come on, let's be real. The vibe this dude gives off is, oh, I'm just happy to be here. I'm a people pleaser. Give me money. And you know, when I looked at all the people he's friends with, you know, the people he surrounds himself with, like Razorfist, Melanie Mac, Grums, I knew this was going to be a total disaster, and I was right. What was supposed to be an award show just for the gamers turned out to be the greatest scam to open up 2025 I have ever seen from the anti-woke community, because the whole thing is one giant anti-woke circle jerk between content creators who believe the same exact things, hype each other up even though they're all complete ass at making content. But most importantly, it was just a way for Craig to make a quick buck and make himself feel special, like he did something in the world. Gee, Frit, you don't have to be so mean. I mean, come on, give it a chance. Oh, I did. Today, we're gonna walk over this giant scam. And yes, I'm gonna call it a scam. And if you take up a problem with that, DM me. But without a doubt, this is completely a scam, up to the point that even Synthetic Man, even he agrees that this was a total grift. And that if progressives and wokies wanted to, they have more than enough ammo to completely side-scrollers.
Yeah, I mean, this is basically literally a grift. If lefties called this grifting, I would agree. I would actually agree.
Oh my.
If there's anyone who's going to criticize this crap, it's got to be people who are not a part of the woke movement, because my God, it's always got to be Daddy Frit that cleans up these guys' mess, isn't it?
If there's one thing that's become painfully clear over the last couple weeks, it's that the people who work in this industry and write about this industry that you love hate you. It's one big club, and you are not in it. In fact, did you know that the Game Awards are voted on by those exact same people? I mean, look at this list. It's IGN and Polygon and Variety, for God's sakes. It's an elitist, outdated system, and it's had way too much sway in the video game industry for way too long. I've been talking about video games online for almost 2 decades now, and been playing games like longer than that, but I have never seen the video game industry this toxic. It is time to get our voice back. Now, look, I'm not telling you I got this whole idea mapped out, because I don't. I don't even have a name for this yet, but it's become painfully obvious that this is very much needed. Year after year, over and over again after the Game Awards, people say there has to be a real award show for gamers. Well, let's do it. This is the first step to creating a club or a group where you decide the winners and losers of the video game industry. A club where you get to decide the categories, the nominees for the categories, and of course, vote on them. And it'll all be done through an app where you can do it easily and securely. So is this club free? Nope, absolutely not.
Hello, I like money.
What inspired you to build a second
Game Awards.
right next door to the original?
Money.
Oh, hey guys, let me open up with this monologue about how gaming is down the toilet and the industry is so corrupt, because you haven't heard that from a bajillion other YouTubers already. I'm unique, look at me. I'm Stuttering Craig. I didn't have anything to offer after Screw Attack, so I just copied everyone else with the same fucking rhetoric. Please like me. Oh my God. That's so funny. It's for the gamers, or so he claims, and then he follows it up by saying, well, you have to pay. So it's not for the gamers, Craig. It's for your most devout, loyal fans. Your most devout and loyal pay pigs. This is your own club. Talk about how the industry and the award show is a giant club. It is, but by definition, what you're doing is also a club because it only involves your fans who decided to give you money. If you have to pay to vote, that defeats the whole f***ing purpose. It doesn't vet anybody. It doesn't make it more legitimate. If anything, it may actually be worse than what Jeff does. Pay to vote is not how you guarantee better results. Whoever has the most money is the one who dictates what happens. On a grand scale with companies, that's not good. But I think Craig forgets that on a small scale with fans, it's also not good. It's like the guy thinks his own audience is the voice of reason and knows the best or something. They don't. They're retarded. Sorry, but your audience is not as brilliant as you think. This whole thing could have been hosted for free if Craig really cared about the gamers, but he don't. He's scamming you. He's grifting you. The fact that there wasn't more videos calling out this obvious bullshit is insane. That's how tightly packed the anti-woke community is. That's how much they look out for each other. Hey, I'm gonna go do this really f***ed up thing. Please don't make videos on me. Hey, don't worry. I have like 20 Alyssa Mercante videos. I'm not gonna say anything, Craig. I'll look the other way. If Alyssa Mercante did this, oh my God, the internet would all be reporting on it. But that's what happens. That's how you can tell who has integrity and who don't.
Hijacked by activists looking to push their own agenda and literally push you out. For that reason alone, there has to be a barrier of entry to be a part of this club. Hell yes, we're gonna gatekeep. We should have been gatekeeping much longer. But here's my vision. With your support, we'll number one, be able to make the app. And number two, be able to create a physical award show that you'll be able to attend, guess what? With the app serving as your ticket. My vision for this also has a board of directors to help oversee things, but...
And none of that ensured that your show would be any good. And that the nominees would make sense. The whole thing sucked. Oh, we haven't even gotten to the actual award show yet. Oh my God, we gotta get there soon, but... I find it funny. Craig's mentality is the only way we can ensure wokeness doesn't infest the award show is if people pay. Tell me how that is not a f***ing grift. Tell me how you are not being scammed. Tell me how you are not being manipulated. Whatever. Okay. That was the announcement back in March 18th of 2024. Let's go look at the prices. Maybe it's really reasonable. Maybe Craig isn't greedy and is gonna make this as affordable to the gamer as possible. Because at the end of the day, that's what matters the most. The gamer, right? After all, with how bad gamers have been screwed over financially by the gaming industry, it would make sense to make this affordable, right?
Thank you for the monies. You can't have it back. I like it. It's nice. It's my monies now. High five!
Whoop then, here we go!
The real Game Awards website. If you're tired of the nonsense and you are ready to take action, now is the time. As we get closer to the award show, the prize to nominate and vote will go up.
What?
Get a f***ing job and get off of YouTube.
This is designed to avoid bad faith voting and funny business. With that said, whatever price you join at will be the price you stay at. Hey, if you join at 30, the price doesn't go up for you.
Well, it better not. Thanks, Craig. So giving. All right, entry price is $5. All right, $5 to vote ain't so bad, right? $5 every month. You just want to support on a month-to-month basis thing. Wait, what? $5 doesn't even get you a vote? All $5 gets you is a thank you from Craig's annoying face? Oh my God. Oh my God. I'll tell you one thing. At least when you become a member to my channel, you get custom emojis. You don't even get anything for $5. Unless Craig's gratitude means something. Okay, then we enter the $15 range. And what does this get you? For $15 every year, you get to suggest categories. Great. So if you pay $10 more, your voice kind of matters. Kind of. You can throw out suggestions, but no promises. But thanks for the 15. Thanks so much for the monies. You can't have it back.
High five!
Oh, and then we enter the $30 range where finally, at last, for 30 buckaroos, you get to suggest, nominate, and vote. Woohoo! Are you out of your minds? The cost of these 2 tiers right here? I could go get a game. I could go subscribe to Game Pass and have access to hundreds of games. I could go buy a dab. Essentially, there's anything for that price I could do that will last me longer, because the award show is only capped at 35 minutes. That's right, 35 minutes for 30 of your dollars. Ridiculous. You could go get some actual quality time out of a real product for that price. Insane. $30 is what it costs for your vote to matter. And mind you, Craig originally wanted more. The price to vote was originally $60.
Have had some great feedback, and I think I missed a mark on initial pricing to nominate and vote. Very fair criticism. I've lowered the price to half of what it was, now $30 annually. It's a delicate balance between gatekeeping bad faith actors and keeping out those who actually want to contribute. I appreciate you allowing me the opportunity to make mistakes.
B-U-double-L-S-H-I-T. New word. A-R-T-I-S-T. Spells bullshit artist. I say again, bullshit artist.
And then his own audience said, hey, that's too much. And so he lowered it to 30. But that is insane. What this shows me is that Craig was fishing to see if he could get away with it. He had no actual amount he was trying to meet. He had no expenses calculated. He had nothing planned. He winged the whole thing. He mismanaged all of that money you guys gave him. And it wasn't enough. He originally wanted more. Tell me this is not a scam, and tell me this ain't a grift. I mean, if you're a Side-Scrollers viewer and you thought that was a banger of a show, I don't think you have any right to complain about what game developers do with their games anymore. I'm sorry, but they wanted to charge you the full price of a video game to vote. That is ridiculous. But it gets even crazier than that. In an old post back in April, which is now archived, Craig posted this. The point is, things are progressing. I've had my head down for the better part of the month, working on a number of different things, including branding and platform development. I'm gonna be honest with you, I had no idea website development had gotten so expensive. One quote I received was over $73,000 to build a basic version of what I'd like to do. Nope, that doesn't make sense. I mean, with your experience running Screw Attack, I figured you would know by now, or you'd have a little bit of wiggle room to reduce that cost, but now it makes sense why the original price to vote was $60. Even then, Craig is acting like he didn't have any other options. What, you couldn't crowdfund this on GoFundMe or something? You couldn't create separate tiers there? And on top of that, you would have been able to be even more transparent with the people giving you money. You could have had a set price right there. You could have had a set goal for a live event, and if you didn't meet it, you could have set another goal telling people, well, we'll settle for a pre-recorded live version on my channel. I mean, if you would have just laid out the costs of everything, people could have individually funded it too. Like say, you needed a venue. It's gonna cost this much. Boom, first goal done. We're trying to fly out this person, and this person. Boom, second goal done. I think what Craig was trying to do was get as much money as possible and then figure it out later, but that is not how you do this. That's not how you treat your audience. It's scummy. We're talking about DSP levels of tomfoolery here. I would have honestly started with trying to hire a good event manager and planner. That way you could ensure not every single dollar spent was wasted. And you were ensuring you actually had something planned out.
These things strike fear in
The Side-Scrollers.
a job application.
At no point is this favorable to the gaming community. I don't know, I guess the anti-woke side for some reason just thinks, hey, it's only cringe if wokies ask for this kind of money, but when we do it, it looks cool. No, it don't. You look like a jackass. All right, and then for a whopping $150, you get an award show ticket. You also get to suggest categories, nominate and vote, and attend the Real Game Awards show in the future, because of course, the first one was just broadcasted live. It wasn't an actual physical event. I'll give Craig this, you know, he was transparent about that, but after witnessing his first attempt, I don't know who in their right mind would pay $150 to go see his event now. And then to end it we get the whopping $1,300 sponsorship every year. Suggest, nominate, vote, and you are listed as sponsor of the Real Game Awards. Cause obviously Craig would not actually be able to get actual sponsors on this thing. Why would they want to? It's only got 16,000 views. This is ridiculous. $1,300 just to have your name splashed on the screen for a bit. There isn't even anything else thrown in there? No unique t-shirts? No wristbands? No hats or beanies? No cups, mugs? Not even a basic trinket to remember this whole, like, grand event? No. If you wanted your name splashed on the screen on my videos, it'd only cost you like $1. But again, I'm not an intelligent scammer. But that is just insane. Altogether, with every tier available here, which amounted to about $25,000 to $30,000. My God, that is insane amount of money. I have seen game developers create entire ass games with an even smaller budget. For that kind of money, Craig haphazardly put together one of the most boring, uneventful things I have ever seen in my life. Here's the crazy part, right? This is where the grift really starts to take in. When Craig initially announced this, with the price tiers and everything, he actually got backlash from a few of the anti-wokers who could blatantly see that this was a grift. One of those being Mr. Smash JT. Here's that clip for you.
What the hell is Stuttering Craig doing? What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Smash JT, and according to Stuttering Craig, he's going to attempt to put on his own video games awards show, and I guess on the surface it's admirable, and I don't want to try to knock people down for doing something that could push the community in a better direction, especially in light of all the Sweet Baby Inc. garbage that I've been covering, but I can't help but take the perspective that this looks kind of like a grift.
Oh my God. Believe me, I so desperately want to like Smash, because from time to time, he will go against his own anti-woke community. But the problem with Smash is the guy will bend and fold at any little amount of pressure from his viewers. If he actually speaks his mind honestly instead of giving you the same old usual confirmation bias you want, people unsubscribe from him. And it causes him to immediately flip-flop the next day, which is exactly what he did when it came to the Game Awards. He wrote an entire article, made an entire video criticizing it, and then poof, video was deleted. Smash talked to Craig, and all of a sudden, guess who's featured at the Game Awards? That's right, Smash JT.
Oh no, what happened? Oh no, how terrible. That's just awful. How terrible. Oh no.
Oh my God. It's like any amount of pushback is prohibited by his audience. I feel bad for Smash. The guy set himself up to have an audience that is completely intolerant of his own opinions, his actual opinions, and that's sad. I'm not trying to throw shade at Smash. I'm just wondering what the hell happened. What did Craig tell you? Because you had it right the first time. To see you go from being one of their harshest critics to then erasing your criticism and then being featured on the panel, I mean, then you went on to write an article where you apologized to Craig, but you don't really explain very well what Craig told you that changed your mind, because, call me crazy, but I ain't convinced that you were convinced. Don't consider this a call out, consider it more of an observation on my part. Like, I can't just notice these things and not point them out. If I keep silent about it, it'll drive me insane. Smash is one of those dudes where, you know, his heart is in the right place, just has the wrong audience. All right, Frit, fine, okay. So Craig asked for a ridiculous amount of money to do this. You can criticize that all you want, but did he deliver? No, of course not. I didn't even like Screw Attack when it was originally out, so I knew Craig couldn't deliver. Not only is, you know, about 30K not enough for the vision he had, it's also too much for what he delivered. So without further ado, let's actually get to that. Oh my god. Look, I can tell part of that budget definitely went into this animation. It's impressive. It's probably like the nicest thing there is here, but the lack of music, the silence, and then the goofy cartoon sound effects. I understand you guys had trouble keeping the music in there, but that makes me wonder, what music did you use? You guys could just get like a free beat or something? Was the music removed for copyright reasons? Either way, takes away from the entire intro. So right off the bat, I'm already thoroughly disappointed. Like, we're not even like 10 seconds in, and it's already ass.
Screw that Hollywood bullshit. This is for the fans. Welcome to the Real Game Awards, baby.
Oh, so that's where a huge chunk of the budget went. They had to pay the voice actor for Duke Nukem to come in. Or it was AI done. Who knows at this point? But yeah, you know, of course they're gonna open up their show shitting on Jeff's show. That's supposed to be the big lulz, animating Jeff falling and having his little award trophy crushed. Ha! Take that, Jeff! Watch how it's done. Oh, indeed. Show us how it's done, Craig.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the Real Game Awards. I'm Stuttering Craig, and I want to let you know, this is not an industry show. It's a—
No, that wasn't any editing on my part. If you noticed that muffled audio and then the clearing up and then it going back to muffled, that's because the whole thing was streamed while being pre-recorded. Yes, I'm aware Craig made people know ahead of time that was going to be the case, but it doesn't take away from the fact that it's still the worst way to present this. Jeff's show is live. How come yours isn't? Why is your audio bad? There's no music. Like, it's just a disaster in the first minute. And what's more is it's blurry. It's not crystal clear picture quality. And Craig had to, I guess, you know, compensate by recording this at a Dave & Buster's arcade or something. All right, off the bat, the biggest problem I'm having so far is this does not have the presentation of $30,000.
It's about you, the gaming community. And with that said, there's been a lot of talk about our award show and some confusion about what it is. So let me just kind of tell you exactly what it is and what you will and won't see on tonight's show. You will not see a 4-hour show.
No, even better. We'll only give you 35 minutes for $30K. Woohoo!
With 3 of those hours being trailers that have been paid for to be on here.
Yeah, but you know what, Craig? At least they have world premieres there, okay? At least they'll show something new. You don't have anything to offer people. You didn't have a brand new trailer. You didn't have any developer come out to say, hey, this is what's coming out soon. For all the shit we give Jeff, at least we get to see new stuff at his event. All you had to bring to the show was pre-existing trailers for old games that already came out. And YouTubers I can see every day at any point in my time for free on their channel. So right off the bat, you telling me there ain't gonna be any of these things that I usually tune in for, and instead I have bland-ass YouTubers as the replacement? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be a good show. I didn't even pay and I want a refund.
You will see several indie devs who you suggested that we wanted to feature for free.
Get one free.
Huh?
Buy one.
Yeah, I get that.
Get one free.
Is that like a Spanish word?
Oh, the pain. The pain in Craig to have to do something for free. You could tell he didn't like that.
You won't see a giant industry circle jerk that just ignores all the issues that are affecting the industry.
No, even better, you'll see a giant circle jerk of anti-woke creators that make f***ing mid-slop-ass content with the same jokes, the same topics. Isn't that great? Don't you just want 30 minutes of what you already see every day?
You won't see any awards that were voted on by the gaming media.
No, even better. Instead, you'll see things that were voted on by my most loyal of pay pigs. Isn't that great, guys?
Did you know that at Jeff Keighley's award show, 90% of the vote, 90% goes to media outlets? That means only 10% of the vote goes to you. They don't even think you should have a vote.
And likewise, if you don't have money, Craig doesn't believe you should get a vote. Much better.
Does that make sense? No, of course not. Which is why you will see awards that were 100% voted on by you, our voting members.
That's not broad enough of an audience. I'm sorry. If you think your audience is a reflection of everyone else, you are sorely mistaken. This is something you should have done for free. This is what your audience likes, not the gaming community. This is not representative of all of us. I'll be damned if Craig wants to sit there and act like he speaks for me. No, you don't. I will never give you money.
You won't see any celebrity cameos, I promise you that. You will see marginally successful YouTubers that you probably have never heard of before, and regular gamers like yourself to present awards.
Don't you just not get enough of that? Yay! That's exactly what I tune into an award show for. Yes!
And you won't see acceptance speeches for winners because, let's be real, you don't care.
What? No, yes, I absolutely care. What? You're gonna have an award show without the nominees there? Or the winners? Then what's the f***ing point? What is the point? That defeats the whole purpose of an award show. It's supposed to be about the games and the developers and a celebration of their accomplishments. But no, you can't do that because nobody wants to show up to your shitty event. Why would they? Oh, the world's gonna be like, yeah, Stuttering Craig from Side Scrollers gave me Game of the Year once. Yeah, I could totally hang that on my wall. No, you don't even have anything to present for it. What a disaster! 2 minutes in, and I'm surprised nobody asked for a refund. It's not live, it's pre-recorded, it's full of the same repetitive content creators you can just watch on YouTube for free. There are no reveals, no gameplay trailers, and no nominees or winners to show up to collect their award. Like, what is this then? It's a vanity project to make Craig feel special, like he did something, but he didn't. Nobody in the industry acknowledged this thing. Just imagine having an award show with no actual awards to hand out. And imagine not actually dedicating time to the winners.
You will see an award show that was built by you from the ground up. All categories, all nominees, and all voting done by you. And what I think doesn't matter.
Indeed, that's the most correct thing he has said. What he thinks doesn't matter. Voted on by the gamer. Yet for some reason, we have all the exact same nominations as Jeff's show. Oh yes, indeed, it changed so much. What a difference.
And with that said, let's get to the awards for the first category. Best Story. With 32% of your votes, Black Myth Wukong.
I mean, you know, in all fairness, Journey to the West is a good story, but it definitely wasn't my favorite game story of 2024, but whatever. Next.
Presenting the award for Best MMO, lead supporter of the Real Game Awards and producer at RetroWare Games, Justin Silverman.
Who? I don't care about you and who you are. Get to the award.
And the Real Game Award for Best MMO goes to, with a massive 62% of the vote, Final Fantasy XIV.
I thought this was a 2024 Game Awards show. Why are there MMOs that are about 20 years old in here? Okay, whatever. I mean, I don't know. I guess they had expansions in 2024. Sure, whatever. I would have used the opportunity personally to have, you know, showcased new MMOs, but I didn't pay, so my voice doesn't count. Next.
Presenting the award for Best Racing Game, YouTuber and professional race car driver, Camelot331.
Few genres are as fast-paced and adrenaline-fueled as racing games, and trust me, I know. I'm a professional race car driver.
Woohoo! Bibbidi-babbidi-boo! NASCAR, baby! No, Camelot, I've talked to him before on a stream. He's alright. I don't really know much about him, but let's just get to the nominations. I'm here for the games, not you.
And the Real Game Award for Best Racing Game goes to, with 54% of your vote, Nightmare Kart.
Casey, I'm confused because these are all games that did release in 2024. So Finally, we're back on track, and no pun intended. And we got a lineup of 2024 games again, but I'm wondering why it just doesn't stick like this through the whole event. Like, the consistency is really what bothers me.
Anyways, thank you for the vote, Kimler. Woohoo! All right, let's move on to the next one.
Presenting the award for biggest cash grab, the voice of a disenfranchised generation. It's a Gundam.
Sometimes it feels like the industry is more interested in our wallets than our enjoyment.
Not like this. Not like this.
No! Gundam! Oh, Gundam didn't read the fine print, did he? He has no idea what he signed up for. I legitimately mean this when I say, like, Gundam is like my closest friend on YouTube. We've been friends for a long time. I knew Gundam when he was smaller than me. Now the dude's close to 1 million subs, and, you know, really pains me to see him here. If he had any idea the kind of funding that was going on here, I think Gundam would have maybe made a video on this event. Because by Gundam standards, this entire award show is complete ass. And I would not want my name attached to it. The best part is how they completely butchered Gundam's cameo because his lip syncing with the audio is way off. And that's because Craig streamed this thing. So the quality is all over the place, completely ruining each cameo. But yeah, this is basically how the whole show goes. You get YouTuber cameos. Ooh. No hate on Gundam, of course, but I tune into Gundam for his opinion of an award show, not to be at an award show.
And the Real Game Awards for biggest cash grab goes to Jeff Keighley for the 2024 Game Awards. Man, did he rake it in.
You can't criticize Jeff Keighley.
Oh, no. Gundam. No! If only you knew what you were a part of. No! He has no clue that the entire event he's attending is a cash grab. That's the best part, and I feel bad for him. But yeah, I mean, that's like what? The second jab at Jeff Keighley. I have no problems with people shitting on Jeff Keighley, sure, but I mean, if you want your own award show to be taken serious, and you want it to be its own unique thing, stop talking about Jeff Keighley. Your event should be able to hold up without having to reference the other event. I mean, maybe it's nitpicky of me, but I don't really think you're better because you're making fun of Jeff Keighley. Like, you're laughing at him, but his show is actually better. And I almost vomited saying that. Because, like, if the whole show has to rely on, look at Jeff's show, people are eventually going to say, okay, well, can you do better? Honestly, not sure if that's a script they gave Gundam or they paid him to say, I don't know, Gundam. You better have made money.
Well, 49% of your vote went to The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered. Take that, Neil Druckmann, you dickbag.
All right, thanks, Papa Gundam.
It was just so phoned in. Just like, the punchlines, the jabs, they're not connecting. Another thing here is that this is just such a pointless category. Like, we complain about the Game Awards having pointless categories, but like for Craig's show, their response to that is to also have pointless categories like this one. And it's a category entirely made to shit on certain games. So you wonder why no devs want to show up or take you serious. If you want to be a comedian, which you are most certainly not, Craig, I'd say go for it, but you're trying to be better. And you're failing. Not even Gundam could save the show.
All right, as I mentioned throughout the Real Game Awards, we wanted to feature some amazing indie games and developers because guess what? Indie developers, they need as much love as they can possibly get. I mean, we're talking solo devs and small teams that are creating just amazing games. Some that kick the shit out of AAA titles that have massive budgets. These games have heart and are driven by teams with passion. And that is exactly why we love games to begin with. The best part about this, they don't even know they're gonna be featured on our show tonight, which is part of the fun.
Hold up. You mean to tell me you're hosting an award show and you're not even gonna bother to reach out to the people who you're featuring? You didn't even try? I mean, you don't need anyone's permission to talk about them or show their trailers. But, I mean, it's common courtesy, isn't it? That's how a professional would handle it, right? I mean, if you want to fill a venue, you're not going to be able to fill it with your side scrollers, loyal supporters. You're going to need to appeal to a mass audience. And you're not going to be able to do that if developers are insulted by how you're handling this. I'm not telling you what to do. It should have just been obvious that, yeah, no shit, you should make an effort to reach out to everyone. At least send an email. At least make it known you tried. If you could put in all of that work to get all your anti-woke friends to join in, you should have been able to do it with developers too. I mean, you're Stuttering Craig, right? You used to have a foot in the industry.
Let's check out the trailer for our first indie title, Abathor. Abathor! Abathor!
Why are you gay?
What are you doing? Oh, so much cringe. It's unbearable. What the fuck, Craig? Why are you wasting our time showing us trailers for games that we already know exist and have been out for a while? This game came out in 2023, and this isn't like some custom trailer just for your show. This is just the exact same trailer you can rip right off the Steam page. That is the amount of effort that went into this. No, I'm not kidding you. They legitimately just used OBS or mirrorless action or whatever capture software, hovered right over the trailer on the Steam page, hit record, and then they just added that in their award show. That is the effort that they are putting forward for your money. How are you not insulted at this point?
Presenting the award for Husbando of the Year, Crazy Fox Lady VTuber Kirsha.
Husbando of the Year? What is this, a gay award? Is there really a gay award at this thing? I know the majority of people who paid you were dudes, Craig, so it's kind of gay. But most importantly, it's another filler award. A completely pointless category that only serves the purpose of padding time. Making it no better than Jeff Keighley's show, but, you know, the sheer cringe of this. Like, in their heads, these 40-year-old dudes think they're being funny. And that's just sad.
Hi. I'm Kirsha, and I've got the honor of presenting this year's Husbando of the Year award.
Oh my god, what the f*** am I looking at? What is this cringe on my screen? Get this off my screen! Just tell me the award. I don't care about who you are. My life will be better not knowing what this is. You know, to each his own, but this is not something I could ever get into.
41% of your vote goes to Barrett Wallace! Ayaya!
Huh? Wait, what? Okay, whatever. Sure. It's not even an award I care about. I mean, the obvious winner is Kiryu, but again, you have to pay for your vote to count. I blame Yang Ye. It's his fault.
Presenting the award for Waifu of the Year, producer for Nerdrotic and co-host of Poor Choices and Saucy Saturdays, X-Ray Girl.
Waifu of the Year. My god. So yeah, another filler award because they were just not creative enough to come up with more categories. Oh great. Doesn't that just make you want to give Craig even more money?
Fierce, brilliant, and unforgettable. Waifus hold a special place in our hearts.
I don't give two shits. I will never watch this person. I bet they gave the award to Eve from Stellar Blade anyway. I mean, this audience is too predictable. Next.
Presenting the award for Best Third-Person Shooter, lead supporter of the Real Game Awards, Alec Baldwin's Finger.
Third-person shooters combine strategic gameplay with immersive.
Who the f is that guy?
At this point, they're just putting anybody in this thing, aren't they? Craig doesn't have enough actual developers to feature on here for anything. Just this random YouTuber with 1,000 subs.
And your nominees for Best Third-Person Shooter are Warhammer 40k, Space Marine 2, Helldivers 2, The First Descendant, and Earth Defense Force 6.
Oh, come on. That does. What? All right. Space Marine 2, sure. Helldivers 2, sure. The First Ascendant, yeah, sure. Earth Defense Force 6? That came out in 2022. Why is that here? Like, there's no process to filter this out. It's just so completely disorganized. Why is it that 3 of these games are from 2024, but 1 is from like 2 years ago? How does that work? How did it get voted in? I want a breakdown, Craig. I want you to show us how much money went into each vote. Because if one person was able to pay just to have Earth Defense Force 6 in there, then you do not have an award show that's actually for the gamers. Not being able to vet this is stupid, because what's gonna stop people from just being like, I'm gonna put Gears of War 2 in there. Now, you know what, let's put Dead Space in there. Or how about Uncharted 2? This is so stupid. This is one of the worst award shows I have ever seen in my life.
And your winner of Best Third-Person Shooter goes to, with 52% of your vote, Warhammer 40k, Space Marine 2.
I mean, I really like Space Marine 2, I really do, but it's definitely not the best third-person shooter, especially not in 2024. Next!
Presenting the award for Best FPS is the excellence of elocution and author of Gothic Western Ghost of the Badlands, Razorfist.
First-person shooters put us directly in the action.
Oh, great! Our favorite! Well, this must be awkward, seeing as how Razorfist basically got kicked off of side-scrollers. Oh yeah, then like a few days ago, he finally did the unthinkable. He finally blocked me on Twitter. I don't blame him. The last 2 videos I made on him and Melanie caused the both of them to lose a lot of subs. And, you know, they're actively ducking me, avoiding. This is the closest we'll ever get to him acknowledging my existence. Because if he does, it would not favor his career. I mean, the dude plays video games less than the journalists he criticizes all the time, so I don't even know why his opinion matters on anything. But whatever, you know, he's here to present this award, so let's see who the winner is.
The nominees for Best FPS set the standard for the genre in 2024. And your nominees are Call of Duty Black Ops 6, RoboCop Rogue City, Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl.
Okay, I need to understand the rules to this thing. Why is there only 3 nominees for this one? All the other ones had 4. Does Stuttering Craig not keep up to date or play the games that are coming out? Because RoboCop is from 2023. Stalker 2 and Black Ops 6, yeah, sure, they qualify, but why the fuck is RoboCop here? And where's the 4th nominee? How in the world do you have trouble coming up with 4 FPS games for 2024? Aren't you guys supposed to be gamers? Yet, it seems you guys struggle to even find 2 games that are FPS from 2024.
With 53% of your vote, RoboCop Rogue City.
Great, so the winner's not a game from 2024, it's a winner from 2023. Okay, that makes total sense. And here Craig was defending himself on social media, saying it wasn't an anti-woke award show. And here's Razorfist doing the same tired routine.
Gosh, that's a shame. And just when we were about to enter Black Ops History Month. Boo! You stink! Well, congratulations, Robo, and stay out of trouble.
I would say the same for you, Razor. Stop doing shit that lands you in Kiwi Farms.
Your nominees for Best Company are From Software, Shift Up, Team Asobi, and Saber Interactive.
You know, maybe I'm just being really nitpicky with my choice of words here, but I would not have personally gone with Company of the Year. I would have instead gone with Publisher / Developer of the Year. Either way, I don't care who wins this. This is a company award, not a game award. So, next.
And now let's take a look at the Best Fighting Game. Your nominees are Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, Tekken 8, and Under Night in Birth 2.
Yeah, again, another category with only 3 nominees for some reason. Next.
Here's a trailer for a brand new original shooter inspired by classics, featuring thrilling set pieces, destructibility, smart enemies, and a fleshed out story taking place with an immersive game world. This is Celaco, or Celaco. I don't really know how to say it.
Don't care, this trailer is 2 years ago. This isn't anything we haven't seen. What a waste of time. Next.
Presenting the award for Best Multiplayer Experience, composer, audio director, and sound designer known for his work on the Myth series, Oni, the Halo series, and Destiny, Marty O'Donnell.
Hello, and thanks for having me on the big show. You know, multiplayer...
By God, finally! Somebody noteworthy in the industry! And all it took was 15 minutes to finally see one. I'll give them credit, this is a cool guest. You needed more of this, and less Razorfist.
And your nominees are Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2, Helldivers 2, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Fortnite.
Really? We don't even have Marvel Rivals in there? Fortnite? No Pal World? No Path of Exile 2? I mean, there's anything that could have taken this spot. Anything! It just seems to me like the people who were paying to vote may not actually have any credibility. Maybe, I don't know, paying to vote doesn't ensure you're getting good nominations? How do you not see how stupid this is when you look at the nominees?
And the Real Game Award for Best Multiplayer Experience goes to, with 52% of your vote, Helldivers 2.
That is honestly like the least deserving winner, funny enough. I would have said they deserved it at the initial launch, but how they followed it up, but whatever, at least it's a game from 2024. Next.
Presenting the award for Worst Bait and Switch, the YouTuber that rams pop culture, entertainment, and Hollywood news through the business financial lens of reality. Valiant Renegade.
The Bait and Switch. One of the most egregious...
Oh, yay! Another mid-anti-woke creator. Woohoo!
Misled players with marketing, promised features, and just frankly didn't deliver on all the hype are the following. Helldivers 2, Star Wars Outlaws, Concord, and finally Dragon Age, The Veil Guard.
Huh? What? How's Concord a bait and switch? How's Dragon Age a bait and switch? Helldivers 2, sure, but like Concord and Dragon Age? We knew that shit was gonna fail. We knew it looked like ass before we even had to touch it. I wouldn't call that a bait and switch. I don't even know why this award exists. It's just another pointless one. But whatever, I predict it's gonna be Dragon Age. I don't even care to know who wins this one, because the nominees don't even make sense. All right, wrap it up. Next.
Congratulations to Dragon Age The Veil Guard for s***ing more dick than Alyssa Merc.
Ha! Ha ha! That's a name people know, right? Please like me. I don't even care for Alyssa Mercante. I hope she loses her lawsuit. She's a bitch. But at this point, it's impossible to deny this is the Antiwoke award show. All the jokes are so goddamn predictable. You know what they're gonna say before they even say it, because that's just how easily predictable the grift is. Predictability is not entertaining, it's boring.
Presenting the award for Best RPG, board member of the Real Game Awards, Mark the Cyborg.
Role-playing games let us shape our stories and explore rich...
I have no idea who this is.
And the Real Game Award for Best RPG goes to, with 42% of your vote, Metaphor ReFantasio.
Sure, whatever. I'll take it. Next.
Presenting the award for Best Action Game, editor of Clownfish TV, Neon.
Action games are at the heart of gaming, delivering fast-paced gameplay, epic...
Is this just going to be a bunch of anti-woke creators that upload like 4 sloppy-ass videos a day? Can we get the opinions of all sorts of people from all sorts of walks of life? Why does it have to just be restricted to people who all say woke is bad? I understand it's easy to naturally gravitate towards people who agree with you and align with you more, but if you're gonna run an awards show that's aimed at being better than Jeff Keighley's show, the last thing I expect is a giant circle jerk of people with the same exact opinions. At that point, it becomes what you wanted to avoid the most. One giant club that no one else is allowed in. Whatever, just tell me the winner so we can move on.
Game award for best action game goes to, with 34% of your vote, Stellar Blade.
I mean, I don't got a problem against Stellar Blade, but let's be real. Black Myth, Space Marine 2, Indiana Jones, hell, even Final Fantasy VII Rebirth are far more polished games than Stellar Blade. But whatever, I mean, these are like all good nominations, I guess. It seems like the most normal category out of all of them, so whatever. Next!
Not every great game comes with a high price tag. The nominees for Best Value gave us great experiences without breaking the bank, proving that excellent gameplay doesn't have to come at a premium price. And your nominees for Best Value are Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2, The First Descendant, Fortnite, and Palworld.
How do you even determine a winner for such a subjective category? I don't even know why Space Marine 2 is in there. That was a fully priced game, and its campaign is like 9.5 hours long. It's a great game. I'm not saying it isn't, but it's not what I think of when you mention value. Like, how are you putting this up against a free-to-play game like The First Descendant or Fortnite? Palworld, yeah, I mean, you know, that was not full price at launch, sure. But this has got to be like the dumbest category of them all. That's completely nonsensical. It doesn't make any sort of sense to have a fully priced game against 2 free-to-play games and a $30 game. I don't care how much money people would have given me to vote. I would have refunded them and said, no, these categories don't make sense.
Let's play an NES game, something I've never played before.
Oh, no! Oh, the pain! Oh, the pain! Well, now at least we know where all the crowdfunded money went. James Rolfe is honestly like one of my heroes, one of my biggest inspirations. So to see him here, but it makes sense because Craig and James go way back. They've been friends. So, of course, James isn't gonna ask what the whole thing is about. He's gonna say yeah. But I'm not gonna lie. Oh man, does it hurt to see him here. Because James is simply too good to be wasting his time on side-scrollers. I mean, I won't lie, this is easily the most impressive guest they've been able to get on here. And yet, it doesn't fix anything because as much as I love James Rolfe, the dude's the reason I ever even decided to do YouTube as a kid. He doesn't make the show any better. It's still ass. Or as James would say, ass!
What's this? Huh? It's got my name on it? Just when I thought I...
Oh, no wonder they wheeled out James Rolfe. He's here to plug in his game and give you like 3 minutes of his time. It's like watching Hulk Hogan come out to promote his beer and say bye. I like you, James, but now's the time I tell you I'm not buying your game. Next.
Presenting the award for Best Early Access Game is lead supporter of the Real Game Awards, Jimmy.
Early access games are those that offer the players a unique...
I don't know about this award. It kind of goes against my ethics, and it feels pretty pointless. I don't know if we should really be awarding developers for early access, but whatever. Not an award I care about. Next.
Presenting the award for Biggest Industry Failure, video game culture commentator and the most dangerous man in 40K, Archcast.
The games industry has had a fair few rocky years in the past, but...
Jesus Christ, it's like there's no shortage of anti-woke creators. Do we really have to stick around for this one? We already know Concord's gonna win. Next. I can't stand this guy's accent.
Presenting the award for Best Video Game Journalist, lead supporter of the Real Game Awards and YouTuber, Smash JT.
Excuse me? Best journalist? Not even the actual Game Awards do such a stupid category. What are we doing here? I thought journalists were the enemies of gamers. Why are we handing out awards to games journalism? What the hell is this crap? So let me get this straight. In order to escape the current stupidity of gaming media, people paid $30,000 to have an award specifically for video games journalism? Do you see the problem? Do you see why Craig limited it to just his paying audience? Because look at the nominees and tell me this isn't blatantly an anti-woke bias meant to circle jerk all of Craig's closest friends.
And your nominees are Savvy, John F. Trent, Kirsha, and the Real Game Award for Best Video Game Journalist goes to, with 33% of your vote, Savvy.
Craig, what the f***? I don't know much about Savvy or Kirsch, but John F. Trent and Demion, the dudes that actively spread misinformation, these two are actual pieces of shit, especially that John F. Trent guy. What are you doing, Craig? The dude that writes for Fandom Pulse, that's who we're going to nominate? Do you have any idea what this jackass has done? He has falsely accused the developer to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 of including sex scenes with an underage 15-year-old when that's not in the game. And then he wrote an entire ass article, and then this fat fucking Demion went on to share the article as if it was true, and none of it was. This guy has tried to cancel more games than any woke journalist I have ever seen. It is despicable and so f***ed up that you even put them in there. What kind of company do you surround yourself around exactly? Two of these are literal human garbage who actively spread lies about certain games just to get clicks. They lie to gamers' faces and they outrage farm, and they're getting awarded for that? And you're gonna sit there and pretend like you don't know, but we all know you do know, Craig. We know very well you're informed on this. You're just choosing to look the other way, and that speaks a lot about your character. I don't know why Alex supports you, but I will not be caught dead with these two. In general, why would you promote someone who writes for Fandom Pulse? The creator of that site, John De La Rose, is a former furry LARPing as a right-wing conservative Christian who constantly lies online. My God, Craig, you have zero shame. You really are that please like me guy, aren't you? Pathetic. I don't even care who wins. Let's move on. This award, seriously, made me sick in the stomach. Sorry, but the nepotism is just too much for me.
Now presenting the award for Worst Video Game Journalist, founder of the third biggest Steam group in history, DEI detected, Cabrutus.
The nominees for the Worst Game Journalist represent the most baffling takes and the most out-of-touch journalists that we have in this industry, showcasing that doesn't matter how good of a professional you are, you can still be entirely out of touch with what gamers want from this industry. And your nominees are Nick Calandra, Paul Tassi, Alyssa Mercante.
Oh my fucking, what did I tell you about the nepotism here? Isn't that just stupid? These are the good journalists. These are the bad journalists. I think you're all completely full of crap. Most of you can't survive a slow news day. My God, the circle jerk is just so cringe. And Cabrutus, Cabrutus. For those of you who don't know, and well, I'm the one who knows because I think I was the first to break the story. Cabrutus is the guy who created the Sweet Baby Ink Detected curator page on Steam that woke journalists were trying to get removed and have his Steam account terminated. So much so, I was the first person to actually bring him on to a stream and interview him about the whole thing. So I know Cabrutus quite well. My God, it's crazy how well I know some of these people and have history with them. So it pains me that they're being featured here. It's like nobody really cares about what they're on anymore. Nobody even bothers to check. If they're anti-woke, that's all that seems to matter to Craig. Yeah, I don't care who wins this one. I hate all of them. If it was up to me, they would all win. They're not much better than the other side. Next.
Every year, the big three companies are anchored by their original intellectual properties. I mean, they're called system sellers for a reason. They're characters you know and the games you love to play. So let's see which ones you voted on as the year's best. Your nominees for Best Nintendo IP are Mario, Zelda, Pokemon, and Splatoon. And the Real Game Award goes to, with 55% of your vote, Zelda.
All right, finally, Jesus. See, this is the most normal award category. I mean, it's not a 2024 category, but I'll take it over all the other ones. Generic pick, but whatever. At least it's a good franchise.
And your nominees for Best Microsoft IP are Minecraft, Doom, and Call of Duty. And the Real Game Award goes to, with 63% of your vote, Doom.
Oh, come on. Come on. No Gears of War? No Halo? No Forza? I mean, yeah, these are Microsoft IPs, but two of them are certainly not the best Microsoft IPs.
And your nominees for Best PlayStation IP are God of War, Astrobot, Stellar Blade, and Helldivers 2. And the Real Game Award goes to, with 44% of your vote, Stellar Blade.
Hold on. Stellar Blade is not a PlayStation intellectual property. Why is that there? Sony doesn't own Shift Up. I mean, does Craig know this? Do the people who paid to vote know this? I need an explanation. This is why it's important to have qualified people with credentials. Just because someone paid doesn't mean they're more informed than an actual panel full of people who work in games media. I don't know if Craig thought that would make it more legit, but clearly not. There's no way to ever know how much these people even know about video games. We just know how much they paid. I legitimately think Craig's audience is so stupid they couldn't differentiate what an intellectual property and an exclusive are, because they're not the same thing. They gave an award to a game that doesn't even qualify for the category. Holy shit. You know, call me crazy, but maybe, just maybe, this is why voting is not left up to the gamers.
Finally, let's hit one more indie trailer before we get to our last categories of this year's show. This is Tribreaker from Lily Mo Games.
My God, it's like he just chose random indies to include. Yet another trailer he just nabbed right off of the Steam page. Because Craig doesn't actually have any connections to any indie developer that would be like, yes, I will reveal my game at your award show. Next.
Presenting the award for Best Jiggle Physics, winner of tonight's Real Game Award for Best Gaming Journalist, Madam Savvy.
Thank you so much, everyone, for voting me.
Oh, the cringe! The cringe! Oh, Best Jiggle Physics. You know what? I don't know. I don't even care. I don't even have to look, and I bet you anything it's gonna go to Stellar Blade. Next.
Presenting the award for shitty-ass Game of the Year, internet icon and the angriest gamer you've ever heard, the Angry Video Game Nerd.
Another award show. This one's called the Real Game Awards. I mean, come on. We're like the real Ghostbusters? Were there fake ones? I mean, that makes no fucking sense. Real clever, Craig.
At this point, I am drained. There's nothing James Rolfe could do to better the show. Sorry. I mean, he is the most appropriate guest to give away this award, sure. But let's be real. James probably doesn't know any of these games.
And the winner, or I guess the loser in this case, is Dustborn. Dustborn, yeah. More like Dustbin. Playing this felt like digging through a dumpster trying to find a Twinkie that expired in 1994. Anyway, thanks for letting me present the Shitty Game Awards, the Real Game Awards.
Well, I'll be damned. That is actually the biggest surprise of the night. Concord didn't actually take it. Pains me to say, I've actually tried all 4 of these games. I will agree Dustborn was the worst one. Anyways, let's move on before James Rolfe continues to ruin his image of himself for me. This thing is long enough as it is. Wrap it up, please.
And here we are, voting members, your Game of the Year. You suggested games of all sizes and genres, except card games. Sorry, Velotro. And your 8 nominees for Game of the Year are...
What's wrong, Craig? Ran out of guests to present the final award?
Astrobot, Black Myth Wukong, Stellar Blade, The First Descendant, Space Marine 2, Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Unicorn Overlord.
See, I don't understand. Why does this category get 8 nominations, but all the other categories were very limited? I don't understand. Were the categories limited by the amount people paid? Because that is what it looks like. It's the only category to have this many. So it's definitely the category people paid the most to vote on. Let's see if their money was worth it.
And the Real Game Award for Game of the Year goes to, with 31% of your vote, Black Myth Wukong.
Well, I guess I'll say $30,000 was a lot of money to pay to finally see the game you want to win. And, well, it just feels so unfulfilling because it's Craig's show, and the winners can't even show up for anything. I love this game, which is why it pains me to see it win at such a shitty awards show. And what's more, seeing as how it was paid to be voted in, it takes away the entire excitement. Doesn't feel earned. None of these nominations feel earned. What's more, there's no follow-up explanation as to why any of these games won or deserved to win. In general, they don't even talk about any of the games that were nominated. They don't even bother to show you gameplay of what they're voting in, which personally to me is a huge disservice, because you could tell it was all so hastily edited together as quick as possible. There's no way they've been working on this for months. It was probably completed in like the last weeks leading up to the promised release date. Anyways, we're like near the 50-minute mark. Let's go ahead and wrap it up with Craig's final word. Then we can drop our own review on this whole thing.
Now, voting members, this has been an absolute joy bringing your voice to literally thousands of people online. It's an honor to carry that weight that I totally don't take lightly. Now, with that said, next year, none of this pre-recorded stuff, we're doing it live. So make sure to follow us over on X at Real Game Awards for more information coming soon. And big ups to our elite supporters and those voting members who have believed in giving gamers back their voice from the start. This movement has only just begun. Remember, you guys can find me Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Central Time over on the Side Scroll.
Oh, I don't take it lightly. Let me go ahead and half-ass the whole thing. Yeah, okay, Craig. Sure, you don't take it lightly. You invite a bunch of fraudulent journalists. You lock votes behind a paywall. Your categories are a complete joke. And the whole thing was of such low quality, I think you owe people a refund, to be quite honest. Yeah, no, sorry. This did not give me any confidence to hand you money over for an actual live event. This easily has to be like one of the most mismanaged events I have ever seen. So underwhelming. The amount of people pretending that this was awesome in the comments is ridiculous. Craig did nothing to earn your 30K. Grifters are so bad. It's like everything they say is a direct contradiction, and they don't even notice. The worst part is Craig's smug attitude. Like, he's gonna be able to own it onto Jeff, and then the way he went and purchased 2 internet domains that were called thegameawardssuck.com, and the way he was so desperately trying to get Jeff Keighley's attention, and nobody batted an eye. It was pathetic. Craig is pathetic. The dude wouldn't be anybody right now if he didn't adopt the anti-woke grift and jump on board. And look, however you feel about that content, I agree with a lot of anti-woke content creators, but I think we can all agree that this is a giant scam meant to play into the emotions of their most loyal viewers who already support them enough as it is. So you. And you know, your reward to them is thanks for the money. How about some more money and a scam to go along with it? Thank you. That's how much you appreciate your loyal supporters. I mean, just look at the way you try to huff your own farts. This is directly off the voting website. Why does the Real Game Awards need to charge money? There are a number of reasons, but some of the biggest include creating a level playing field and gatekeeping our hobby. Every member's vote is valued the same. If membership was free, the opportunity for bot/fake/spam accounts to skew the voting process would be much higher. Jesus Christ. I feel like I'm the only person that cares about this. And maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should just end the recording here, scrap the video, and not even publish it. What's the point? People are gonna get mad, people are gonna unsub, no matter how much evidence is stacked against Craig here. But oftentimes, I'm always calling out a scam when I see it in the gaming industry, or when I see it from other creators, or when I see it from journalists. Yet for some reason, it's treated as taboo to point out how much these grifters also scam. It's like we're not allowed to point that out for some reason. They are so highly protected. But I'm not a little bitch. Just because I agree a lot with what these people believe, don't mean I'm going to overlook it. Doesn't mean I'm gonna just be like, oh, well, it is what it is. Let's go focus on another anti-woke subject. No, how about we put you on the spotlight? How about we question your integrity? Because I do feel it matters. If you're gonna play into people's emotions like that, you better fucking deliver, and you didn't. This whole thing has been one giant secondhand embarrassment to me as a gamer. But if I don't call it out, who else is going to? Too many people are so invested in each other's pockets, and we've only just barely scratched the surface of this giant anti-woke grift that plagues YouTube as a platform, ruins video game discussion. It's completely hijacked by people who don't give two shits. They're here to make bread, and I'm here to ruin their fun and their grift. And if you're on board for that, subscribe, like, comment, and share. If you're not, eat a dick, and I'll see you in the next video.
Free Congo sucks ass.